Today we talked about the naloxone that can be used in the community. These deputies have been trained in this and have already reversed the effects of heroin overdose on individuals in our community. These sheriff's deputies, knowing what needs to have happen and acting valiantly in those situations, saved those 2 lives. So thank you to both of you. And yes. Communities. And whereas Washtenaw County and the Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office formed a county-wide collaborative, the Washtenaw County Opioid Project, to address these deaths. And whereas the Washtenaw County Opioid Project brought together law enforcement, the public health department, hospitals, community mental health, treatment facilities, and other providers and community leaders to develop strategies to reduce opioid-related deaths. And whereas one of the strategies developed was to have law enforcement officers, who are often the first responders on a scene, be able to carry and administer naloxone, a medication used to reverse the effects of opioid-induced overdose situations. And whereas the opioid Project applied for and received a grant to purchase the naloxone so that Washtenaw County deputies would be able to carry this potentially life-saving drug in their vehicles. And whereas Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office deputies began receiving training on the use of naloxone on August 7, 2015. And Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office Deputy LaShane Bynum, assigned to Ypsilanti Township, received this training on August 21st, 2015. And whereas just 7 days later, on August 28th, Deputy Bynum was dispatched to the scene of a possible drug overdose located at the victim, who appeared to be no longer breathing and had a long history of drug abuse. And whereas when Deputy Bynum was able to detect a faint pulse in the victim, utilizing the training he had received, he immediately administered 1 dose of nasal naloxone in each nostril, and within a minute, the victim opened his eyes and began to breathe and cough. And whereas Deputy Bynum's quick action, the effective utilization of his training, and the ability of naloxone most likely saved the life of this young man about to become a father, the first life saved as a result of this collaborative effort, and WCSO deputies being trained to carry and administer naloxone. And whereas Deputy Bynum has shown himself repeatedly to be an excellent law enforcement officer who performs his duties with compassion and dedication and cares deeply about the communities and residents he serves, now be it therefore resolved that the Washtenaw County Board of Commissioners hereby honors and expresses its appreciation to Deputy LaShane Bynum for his excellent performance of his duties as a Washtenaw County law enforcement officer and his quick and successful actions to save a human life.